Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I didn't set this in Logan's here, so I know he'll let me know if it sounds like shit. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Tommy J, Logan, glad you guys could make it. Yeah, does it sound okay? Logan and Tommy will be. That sounds great. I think he's just trying to make me feel better because it's around Christmas time. And it is, man. I mean, what do we got? Today is the 6th. So, oldest daughter's birthday tomorrow. She's coming down, and she's going to do the traditional Thai dance, which I didn't know until yesterday. And then the youngest daughter and her best buddy are going to sing a song. So as they say, my wife tells me all the time, and they did so good, man. I wish I knew the name of it all, but they had a competition where I told, "Hey Pierre, how you doing?" When I told Logan, when I told you she went to Seoul, Korea, um, it was like the Olympics. I mean, the United States, Great Britain, Australia, France, 60, 80, 100 countries. And her and her little class from Bangkok got the bronze medal. I think they finished above the U.S. and others also. So I told her she should be very proud of that, and I'm glad that we had the chance to send her there. She really enjoyed Korea, by the way. If I hadn't told you guys, but yeah, they got the bronze medal. Surprising. So anyway, so she's gonna sing. I don't know what she's gonna sing. Hopefully, she doesn't embarrass me too bad. I'm sure she won't. She'll probably be in Thai, so that'll work. Hey, traveler, how you could do it? Glad you could make it. I've been gone for a little while. Been in Ubon. Um, was supposed to be there for 1 day. Was there for 3, which worked out terribly needed. My wife was stressing. She had people following her around for 3 days. It entails it's like planning a freaking wedding. And I forgot about it because I wasn't too involved at all with the first one. And this one's going to be the same, pretty much the same thing. It's going to be a 3-day deal. On the 8th, they're coming at like three. I just found out all this too. On the 8th, they're going to come at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to leave here at like 5 in the morning. And do the outdoor blessing of I'm going to call it a spirit house. I don't know what they call it. Maybe someone can enlighten me. The little deals that they have out in the front of the houses. They're going to do that. And then Saturday morning, not a monk, but I don't know, a gentleman that does the blessings is going to tie string around stuff and walk around the house 20 times, whatever they do on Saturday, which is actually the party. And then on Sunday morning, I think there's 10 monks that are going to come for like to eat in the morning and do their whatever blessing. So I don't know exactly how it all works. I guess I never heard. Yeah, it was unbelievable, man. I probably should. Hey, gorgeous, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Um, I guess I probably never told anybody, but I was really impressed. I mean, the stuff that I saw and the footage of everything that they did, it looked like the opening ceremonies of the freaking Olympics. That's how many schools were there. And I told her, I mean, that's quite an accomplishment for Thailand. So anyway, and she's a good kid. She deserves. She had a absolute ball. She loved it there. She wanted to do more shopping, uh, but she didn't. Luckily, we gave her enough dough to where she had a good time. Um, so yeah, so that's the gist of it. I basically relaxed. My wife was just hammered by this one, that one, the other one, because you got the all the covered tent deals to cover the tables comes from one place. The tables, chairs, and the tablecloths and the plates and the eating utensils and all that comes from another place. And we had to order all the food I wanted to, or not food, but booze and all the oil and fish sauce and everything. I wanted to order that from local people. So we ordered it. The brother, actually, one of his friends, right down the street, not 3 minutes away, and she's going to come to the party actually, and then her relatives will be at the store, which is a big, but it's a local store, um, and and then she's going to do the same type thing. Just we're going to send it all over, and when you run out of it, I'll just call from here, and the family members will bring bottles of booze, cases of Leo, whatever they got to bring over to or soda or whatever. So I don't have to worry about running out, because I think that's at least for me, that's the biggest nightmare of ever having any kind of a gathering is, running out of food or running out of booze, or, that would suck. So this is going to work out perfect. So I had to meet with her and meet with this one and that one, and went down. And we're going to have there's the fried tilapia that we have at the lake reservoir over here is freaking phenomenal. They pile it up with this just spicier than crap onions and Thai chilies and fried. And so we're gonna have those. We're gonna have fish at every table. We're gonna have. She's gonna make masiman because I want it, so she's gonna put that just at the farang table. We're gonna have like a table of our own because the rest of them are around. She's gonna put a big long bench deal so we can all rap and speak English to one another. All of our wives will probably be over at someone else's table. But and then we're gonna have krapao, I think, papaya salad, tom yum, and then I like the fried cashews and all that as like appetite with the peppers and all that. They'll have a crap load of that, and what else? Fried chicken. I don't know. Whatever she told me, I said sounds like a crap load of food to me, so that works for me. So it should be a good deal, and I don't know exactly what time the boom 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 will start, but I think she's saying that anybody that really wants to get there, anybody can get there's come anytime you want. Come on the 7th. I won't be there. Just go right there. But the it can go until we have paperwork or whatever from the local, whatever it is, and we can run the thing till midnight if we want. So the music and all that, and then there'll be, like I said, there'll be plenty of stuff to drink and eat. So let's see what I'm missing there. We're just here saying hello. Saying hello. No, the state guy. She didn't want to bother the guy. I don't know. I didn't want to stress my wife out anymore than she was already stressed because of the guy really likes me, and I know he would have went. He would have went because he would have made a lot of money, and he would have got good more people that find out about his place. So I don't know why she didn't. So no steak this time. No, and the salmon that he made was just great. But anyway, can't. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. How come these are? Huh, okay, that's weird. Anyway, we had a local company cater our house blessing party. We still have round tables in play. They never bothered to collect. That sounds about right, Brock. Um, but it was let's see what else. No steak, Tommy. It's too easy to ruin. Yeah, this steak guy though that was at mine, Brock. He's awesome, man. He actually he's got a little place here in town, and he's so reasonable. His regular Thai steak, which is not bad. He knows where to get it. He gets a good cut. It's still not real thick, but he knows how to cook it to where it's not a piece of shoe leather. It's like 89 baht, and it comes with potatoes, a little salad, and the other one. The pork is like 75 baht, and the chicken is 65 baht, and the salmon's 120. But it's all reasonable as far as I'm concerned. And you don't just get like a little, you get a good portion of of anything, of whether it be pork or steak or whatever. And he has Aussie beef and stuff like that. And I can't remember exactly what that is, but he trained at a like a Marriott or something for here in Thailand, and he trained, I guess, with a bunch of obviously decent chefs, and he knows how to cook. So it was really good. It was the hit of our party. We had 100 little tickets, and people were coming up to our table. Can we get another ticket? Can we get another ticket? And we had like 10 left over, or 150. I can't remember. We had like 10 left over the next day, and my daughters and all of her friends that came that danced and played music and stuff there went over there and used the tickets the next couple of days to eat more. It was good. He does a good. It's not a top line, steakhouse, not a Ruth Chris or anything, but it's a very decent, reasonable meal. Let's see. So somebody must have caught on that you were in Korea. Yeah, that's how I actually started watching Logan was there. I'm interested in any. I want to know what every place is like. If I could go every place that I wanted to, I would go. But the that's how I started watching Logan, and then I kind of met Jamie. I'd like to meet him in person if I don't croak before they get here. Hopefully, I won't. Yeah, I just talked about death. You can cross that off. Yeah. Morning, Andrew. How you doing? Hey, Jack. How are you? But it's going to be a good time. When are you going, Andrew? Are you going to go and stay in? Are you going to stay in downtown Ubon on Friday and then drive in, or what are your plans? Hey, Douglas, how are you? Glad you could make it. Well, she could make it. I wish a lot of people would. I sent a thing out to Les because I saw one of his videos, and it reminded me that's retired living the dream. Um, and Les is a great guy, and very very good people. So I sent him in a comment. If you want to go, Les, let me know. It's getting short notice now. I would have liked to have told Mike's living my ass off, and God, now my mind's gonna go. His counterpart over there at the radio station, Robbie, and I hadn't seen Robbie or anything on here. So there's a lot of people. So if anybody watches this and you get it and you're around there on the 9th and you're uh, a good people, you can stop by, man. By all means. Hey, Big Daddy, how are you? Glad you could make it. Um, let's see. Hello, George. How are you? But yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man. I don't know exactly. Like I said, I don't know what time to tell you the truth, I'm hoping the boom, boom, boom doesn't start until like dusk, so that we can actually talk. That was the biggest thing when I owned a bar back in the days was I don't know, loud music and trying to talk to people just aren't two things that mix together well. I mean, it's going to have a party, but I mean, in the bar, I was hoping, telling the band take a break, and then I was in control of how loud I could turn up the music. But yeah, it should be a good time. I think what I'm gonna do is use. Who was it? Was that you, Tommy? It was your idea, right? Tortillas and breakfast burritos, ham, uh, egg, and potato, and then I got to get a big bottle of Tabasco because I mean I can't. It's hard to find salsa here, and I didn't order it in time, so um, but I'll have those on the 10th, the morning of the 10th, day after, before everybody blows out of town. Hopefully, they can come back by the house and grab something to eat before they leave. And yep, Tommy was the one. Great idea. Thanks, brother. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have everything to cook that. Pizzas, I think I'm going to make um, 20, 25 pizzas. I just don't want to I'll make some uh, in the morning earlier on the 9th, and then some towards the afternoon and when we're eating. And then for I mean, anybody can eat anything that they want, but the Thai pizzas are going to be crab stick, hot dog, maybe some mushroom. I bought mushroom, just sliced mushroom in a can, and black olives. I've got Italian sausage and pepperoni. So that'll be probably a more on an American side, but they like that, and then they like to put ketchup all over their pizza, which is fine. They're just happy as hell to have it and eat it. But I just don't want to be sitting there all day long cooking pizzas. And I think what I'm going to do, Logan, the more and more that's been in this brain of mine, it's really weird. Trying to get it with the LP is going to be easy, I think. Crank it up, get it hot as hell, crank it all the way down, throw the pizza in, and cook it and turn it. And with the pellets, it's so hard to keep that flame regulated. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of they built probably that back structure on my house, that tubing. I don't know, what is it, maybe 3/4 of an inch by maybe an inch and a half. And I'm going to have them cut me a piece 12 inches long, and I'm going to put it right up against the back and keep that off that back crust. And maybe it can sit in there long enough to keep it from burning and to still roll across the top and cook the top. So that'll be a change that I'll be making midstream, but I think it's going to help because trying to judge if I put some pellets in it, and by the time I put the pellets in it, run around to the front and grab the pizza, the flames have come up and are burning the crust. The bottom is good. I think 700 Fahrenheit on the stone is good, and it was 900, I think, on that pepperoni pizza. I just put out a little video on it. It was in my phone, in case anybody's wondering. All that video that I put out on the pellet 12-inch pizza oven was done on this phone, and I think it turned out okay. I don't think still trying to get used to it, but I think it turned out okay. Uh, you could make what homemade Tabasco pepper vinegar water, so looks pretty easy. Yeah, I've got some paste picante, which a lot of people think is sacrilegious, but I kind of like their salsa. I got some that I bought for making a little bit of Mexican food that I was making until I stopped. I ended up looking at the freaking beans, refried beans, because I like tostadas, which is right up your alley. A corn tortilla fried crisply, beans across it, um, uh, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, um, cheese, and a salsa of some kind. From way back. If anybody remembers Taco Bell, that was the one I liked the most, and they were the cheapest. I think they were 19 cents or something. I don't know, ridiculous when I was a kid. But ever since then, I liked them. I got kind of I'm having problems with this breathing deal. It happened in Right now, I'm breathing great. It happened in Ubon too. I think I've eaten too much and too much of salt. It's a combination of them both. Doesn't have to be. If I try to stuff myself, which is just a bad upbringing. If you're younger and you're watching this and you have children and you decide you want to beat them and if they don't eat their dinner, they eat it for breakfast. And if they don't eat it for breakfast, they eat it for lunch. And if they don't eat it for lunch, they eat it for breakfast. And if you haven't, yeah, after you haven't eaten for 2 days, then maybe you'll get something to eat. Forcing kids to eat everything on your plate. There's people starving some frickin' place. Just screws up people, and I'm one of the ones that screwed up big time. But anyway, um, it let's see. Oh, hey Martin, how you doing? Glad you could make it. If you guys are into koi or anything, by all means, please uh, join Martin's channel. He's a good guy anyway. Join it anyway. But yeah, so I don't know what I was ranting about. What did I rant about? I went off on something. Hey Carl, Travel, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Um, I don't know what I was ranting about, but I get on. I hate that, with eating everything. Um, but anyway, what was I talking about? Come on, somebody help me quickly. Where's Tommy when I need him? Um, I went on a rant. What pushed me onto a? What did I say that pushed me onto the rant of force feeding children? Hey Rob. Hey Tip. That's what I'm calling you from now on. I was told by more than one person, Brock being one of them, Mitch being the other. Tip was the way to go. What's going on? Because we're going to be, things have changed. I think the kids are coming here tomorrow on the bus. They were going to drive, but we're going to take a bus to Ubon. That went on the wayside. Uh, then one of my wife's half brothers, excuse me, nose is itching, and his wife were going to go to Bangkok, or they're around Bangkok anyway, use the Suzuki, the three kids and him and his wife drive here. That changed. He can't get off work to leave early enough tomorrow morning. He wants to leave tomorrow morning early because it's her birthday. And so she's going to be here tomorrow. We'll leave Saturday morning early again. So we're going to be at the macro when it's opening at, I don't know, 6 o'clock or something. I think we're going to leave here like 4 o'clock in the morning. So if you're, you got to bring me up to speed because I haven't seen any emails from you. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but we'll still try to make it work. Um, yeah, it's the worst, isn't it? Oh, I think it was my tostadas, right? So what it was there's so much salt in the refried beans that I ordered some pinot beans, and I'm going to make it myself so that hopefully I can still have it because I mean anything they put in cans, man, you got to be very leery of. And I know better, but I didn't really look at it, and it's just loaded full of sodium. And there's no reason for that. So I'll make my own, I guess is what I'm saying. But that would be I'm sure that you guys probably eat that anyway. That's a good veggie food, right? You get the beans, you get the protein. Uh, you don't have any very little hoofed animals. Cheese, I guess, because you killed their milk. I don't understand vegan. I understand vegetarian 100%. In my old age, like I said, I used to aim for squirrels on the road, and now if I hit one up in the mountains, I get a tear in my eye. So animals and me changed about 20 years ago, as far as wild animals. But so hey Jay, how you doing? But yeah, and I don't know why I got on the rant on that either. On the deals, I guess was for the sodium. So I'm going to make my own later on. Hopefully, I'm going to get my kitchen back. Not hopefully, I am going to get my kitchen back. I had shoved all the air conditioners for Ubon into the Thai kitchen that I built for them. And my wife had talked to my mother in law and said, once we get all that out and have the blessing and everything, Dave wants to. I'm a crazy man. It could be, the place could be total disarray, and I know exactly where my spices are, where everything is, and somebody moving it makes me go off the deep end. Anyway, yeah, and that's what I got. I thought it was going to be real expensive. I think it's either 1 pound or a kilo just to try it. I have them in there. I got them a couple of weeks ago. I haven't done anything with them, but I thought they were going to be real expensive, and it's actually way less than I thought, and less than buying in the can. Obviously, should be, but sometimes it's not. So let's see. We're saying hi to Tip. I don't bother so much with from food, though. They're a very good place. Not far. Yeah, there's a lot of good places. I don't know, but you're kind of like in the sticks somewhere too. Here in Surin, we don't like that one place that I went with. What is it? Is it AA Fantasy? where's Where's Andrew? I'm horrible, man. Um, the, I got to go there and try other foods. It's okay, but it's hard to tell them the like don't be so heavy-handed with certain spices like salt and fish oil and stuff like that. But I like all. I mean, look at me. I like all foods, no doubt. Um, but I think that's going to work on the pizza oven. Did you understand what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that 12-inch piece of steel. It's like about, I don't know, like 3/4 of an inch, half inch, 3/4 of an inch tubing all the way in the back, right between the stone and the burner, and I still should get the roll out of the deal, and maybe it'll keep it from burning that. Because the crust burns until I get the LP. Like I said, the LP I think is going to be easier to master than the pellets. Is Mark here? Hey, brother, how are you? Glad you could make it. You're not here yet, right? I don't think. You get here before the end of the year, and then you go back right after the beginning of the year, I think. Yeah. Well, anyway, hi, Mark. Um, hey, Robert. If you guys aren't subscribed, Robert Mack's got good content now. He's getting his camera and his what you want to call it? What's that called? I haven't used it for so long. I got 6 of them. The gimbal. He was having problems with the first couple of days that he was trying to get. But he's coming out of Vietnam. In case you don't know, Robert's married to a Vietnamese woman, and uh, spends what do you spend about half your time when you come to Southeast Asia in Vietnam and half in Thailand, something about like that. But he was out riding the scooter. I like that kind of stuff. That's how I learned before I went to Costa Rica. I watched YouTube and watched people driving around Cocoa Beach, where I was going to be close to, and Hermosa Beach. And hell, by the time I got there and picked up my scooter, I knew exactly where I was driving. So it's great. If you guys aren't, please think about it and subscribe. Macro now has little white beans. Put them in water. 12 hours. Cook them with pressure cooker. Excellent for homemade tomato. Cool. Yeah. The what else I make, and the kids really like it, but I haven't made it in a while. Is pasta vazul, which is pasta and beans. That's like the Irish potatoes of the potato famine. Cheap uh, food, and that's what a lot of Italians that didn't have much money ate: pasta and beans, pasta vazul. It's really good. I like it. But the kids, I haven't made it for them in a while. Um, Rob still is Rob here? I didn't even see Rob. Did I say hello to you? I probably didn't. Uh, I thought I did. I think I did see Rob here. Rob, Rob, come in. There he is. Way back. Getting scared about retiring to Thailand. Chris Parker just put out a video that raised my eyebrows. I don't watch him too much, but what did he put out? Taxes or something about living in Thailand? Obviously, I'll have to go back. I did see he just put out a video because I scrolled my page. I don't know why. I hope you're doing well. I know I said hi to Carl. If you're still, excuse me, if you're still here. Um, yeah, you said you're going to get an ADV or a Forza, right? I definitely got to meet Robert Mack. We've been talking back and forth. I think he's a great guy, and can't wait to meet up with him. He's been here once or twice since we've been. I think we've pretty much known each other 3 or 4 years through YouTube, and I got to do it. But Tib, are you going to come to the party, or do you? What are you doing? Enlighten me. Uh, hey, brother Ron, how are you? Ron's coming. I can't wait to meet his the Sumo, who's a little shy girl that family next door. I think she's 15. So your daughter should have. She'll find a friend, no problem. And then I'm going to order. Although I think that I don't know. Last time I did it, when I got that whole truck of coconut ice cream, um, hell, there was more adults in the line wanting the ice cream than the kids were. But I'm going to get one of those sometime during the day on the 9th. We'll get some ice cream going. When are you leaving? Tomorrow? What's today? No. Yeah, tomorrow, right? I think you're going to be there on the 8th. Yeah, yeah, and there's going to be other ones there too. I didn't want. I kind of felt. I didn't feel bad. I just wanted to know if there was going to be any because you had asked me, and I asked my wife, and she said Samo's 15, and then my daughter will be there. She's 18 and 21, and her friend is 18, but they're I don't know. She still seems 15, 16 to me. It's not like there's a big jump at 18 and 21, like from what I remember when I turned 18 and 21. I was in the bars. I was in the bars when I was 16. I had a beard since I was 15. So December 20th. Yeah, and I still got I don't know what I'm going to do till the end of January. All right, cool. We'll meet up. I think I'm going to probably end up taking off for my birthday and going somewhere, but I don't know where. And I don't know if my wife will be with me either. But I want to definitely be by the ocean and relaxing for sure. I'm ready to come. Okay, you just got to let me know what you're doing and where you're going to be and how you're going to be. Are you going to be a newborn and when you're going to be a newborn and are you taking a bus? Let me know all that and we'll figure something out. Hey Paul, how you doing? Morning to you. Paul's going to come, I think, too. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do. Everybody's saying hello to each other, which is always good. Yeah, she had a ball at the first one. I'm sure she'll have a good time at this one too. She was. We had fun. We had fun at that deal. Let's see. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that, Robert, for sure. It wasn't that bad. See, now if I did it again, Coach Chang's right on the edge of. See, when we went there, we wanted to get on that tram. I would have left. It wasn't that big of a deal, or that ferry that's going over there. Yeah, we could have made it. I would have stopped. We drove 3 hours straight, stopped for 15, 20 minutes, and drove 3 hours more. And my ass was sore, and I like to stop about every hour and a half, hydrate, maybe eat a handful of peanuts, take a 5 minute break, and then back on. And I still do that. So I could still do 6 hour jaunts. I could still do to go checking. And I'm buying another bike. I decided not to go with the Harley. I wanted a V twin. I was going to get the Rebel 500, and now I think I've found an older Honda Shadow 750, and I think I'm gonna. Well, I know I'm gonna get it. It's right around 100. He wants 115. It needs a little bit of work, chroming. I'll take stuff off, redo the tanks, but I like the style. It reminds me of my Dyna, actually. Probably a little bit smaller. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can show it to you real quick, since we're on the subject, sort of. Where would it be? It would be here. It would be. Let's see. What am I looking at now? The wrong one. Let me go with Honda. Shadow. 750. Here it is right here. So if I go to. All right, bear with me. Okay. Share screen. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So this is it right here. I'll probably do some stuff to it. Obviously, I'm just that way. I don't like the solid rear wheels. I don't like the pipes, but I like the ass end's too high. It's got to come down just a little bit. And like I said, some of the chrome's going to probably have to be redone. But reminds me of my Dyna, so we'll see. I've never. It's chain drive. I'm not big on the shaft driven motorcycles. So I don't know. I don't mind. It's carbureted, so I'm imagining I could put a different carburetor on it, and maybe I'll have them relieve some stuff in the heads and do a little bit. I don't know yet, but I'm definitely probably. Well, I'm definitely probably. I'm going to get the bike. I told the guy he seemed like a really nice guy. He's out of Korat, and I told him what was going on. He's a real estate guy, and he's all over the place. So he said no problem. He'll wait till after the party. I'll go there next week, sometime middle of the week, take a look at it and pick it up. I'm sure, but it looks like fun. And then I'm done. I told my wife I would sell the Himalaya. I just don't think I'll use it. Okay, Centric's giving me all wave from Cosmet in January. All right, and that might be a place to go too. You go there, Mark. Okay, I will. I will be at bus station sometime 3 or 4. Sometime between. So around 11 o'clock. Is that what you're saying? Okay. I know that you put something else here. It depends. The bus leaves sometimes quick, sometimes late. Not too late. I'll try to get there before 11. Okay. And if I have to, if no one else is that is uh, going through there at around 11, then it'll be me. I'll hang behind because I'm going to take my truck. My wife's going to take her car. I don't think I'm going to have the kids with me. Oh, we got her brother too, though. I have to figure it out, but I will. I got to get you my. I got to get you my phone, Dave. They make a new shadow. I think it's around 20. What? Yeah, they make a. Somebody said they make a 1100, but I think it's shaft driven, right? I think it's shaft driven. I'm not because this is an older one. This one's a 1992, I think. And the newer ones, I think what I saw because I've only looked at some stuff on YouTube, of course, and it looked like the older ones were chain drive and the new ones are shaft driven. So I don't know. I'll have to look, but I will. Shaft driven, yeah. I don't know. I haven't ridden a bunch of shaft driven bikes. I just chains are, I don't know. I'm used to dealing with chains. I get out in the middle of somewhere and the shaft blows apart. I don't know where to start. When my chain goes, I pull the extra one I brought with me and put it on, or extra gears too. So I don't really, I don't know. It looked like the price was right. It was right around 100, I think. I think he wanted 115. So we'll see once I get there. There's some chrome stuff that I can see needs to come off and be re-chromed. If it's not plastic, I don't even know. I don't know that much. But the sound and everything is not bad. And if it has any kind of acceleration, it should satisfy me. I hope, because I still anything with a green book on a Harley is 600, 700, 800, and I just don't want to spend that. I don't want to do it. It's not that, even if I get this one, I don't think if I ride it once a week, I'd be surprised. But I would take it. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Morning. Are you, do you know if you're coming or no? I imagine you're probably good. You got a lot of shit going on, but you're more than welcome if you do. We put the link below. Yeah. It's just, I'm used to it, kind of, sort of. The belts and stuff on the newer bikes, but all my FXRs and all that, back in the 90s, were all chain. Well, no, one of them was chain. Two of them were chain, and two of them, and I think a couple of them had belts. It's been a long time. It's on the 9th, a Saturday, somewhere around noonish, uh, I think. And then, like I said, I'll have breakfast burritos on Sunday morning before everybody heads back. There's a little hotel right down the street that's you can throw a stone and hit it. That's comfortable, but they don't have breakfast, which works out for that. But yeah, I hope you can make it. If you can't, no worries. Don't worry. I don't know what. Yeah, when do you? The afternoon on the 8th. Okay. So you're going to be there probably the same time I am. I gotta set up something with Tip. I'll find out who else is coming through there. It's right off the main drag, the bus station. It's real close, but I think I should do it out the top. But I'm just thinking in my mind, it was. I don't think they can all fit in the electric hot rod. There's 3 kids, the brother and his wife, and then my father-in-law and my wife. No. So, but whoever comes with me, who could I have come with me? I guess I could have the 3 girls come with me, and then yeah, it might be. I'll figure out something. Tip. I don't think it's gonna be booked. Paul used to always carry a master link on my key. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Hey, back in the day, you could fix about anything on my bike. I'm talking about when I could say my bike. My bike that I loved the most was my '62 Panhead, and it was the best. It was awesome. But I mean, I had a pair of needle nose, a pair of regular pliers, a crescent wrench, and then wire crimpers, some wire. Yeah, everything fit in the little round pouches that you see on back in the day up in the front on the wide glides and stuff. Everything fit in there, and I could fix just about anything on that bike. It never stranded me anywhere, and none of my bikes ever did. The first one I had was a '72 Sportster when I was 15 and I was 16, right before I got my Panhead. Big long Springer on it. And back in the day, we were so intelligent that we wanted to ride rigid, so we took the shocks off and put struts in there, steel bars, so nothing moved. But that bike, damn it, the heads didn't, the barrels and everything came loose, and there was a gap in the bottom of the cylinder, a good quarter of an inch, spewing shit out, and drove 100 miles and took me all the way home. Never had it back in the day. Now these are water cooled, which I found interesting. So I don't have a clue on exactly how they're cooling that cylinder or that motor per se. So we'll see. But it looked like I said, it looked like a good place to start for what is, I don't even know what is 100,000. Let's see, divided by what is it, 35 right now or so, $2,800. So under $3,000, and I'll put New spot. I can see the stuff that I want to change. It doesn't take me long. It'll all come off. But I think it'll be interesting. It'll be kind of fun. There's something about that V twin, and I know it's a different degree and stuff, but it sounds a little bit different. But it's still that boom, 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 boom. I like that. Nothing wrong with the Hondas. I mean, I don't know. I was totally against all of it back in the day. If it wasn't a Harley, it wasn't shit. Ran over a nail, used a screw to plug the hole, used my siphon hose to touch the exhaust to inflate. Yeah, you got it, man. And that's the way it was when that that deal, man. I got that. If I would have actually got in there, I probably could have got it. Two of the kid didn't want to, and I don't blame him. The hole was in the sidewall, man. It was right at the rim, and it was a big ass nail. And that one, like I said, it was weird, man. I've had flats before, didn't feel anything like on the scooter, and I don't know if it's the way that the suspension is or the way that the scooter drive is or whatever. It was totally bizarre. Anything that you wanted to do was the wrong thing to do. Decelerate too fast, didn't like that. Applying too much brake, it didn't like that. I mean, you had a combination of everything to get the thing. It was like skating on ice. It was different, but it was it was definitely. And I've got everything on there. I had the air pump. I have a battery jumper. Um, I have tools, everything that I need if I needed to. But I don't know, man. I'm too freaking old. It was like I said, wasn't hardly anything out there, man, and that happened right there and exactly where I stopped. Wasn't like up a couple 100 feet or whatever was something there. I got off the bike and Jai said, "There's a tire place right there," and I mean just turning your head and looking straight in, right there, not past it, not before it, directly in front of it's where I stopped. So that's why I know I'm not. Not like I say that I don't get scraped up or something happen or fall off. I seem to do that all the time. But an actual hurt myself, crippled and paralyzed and that kind of stuff. No, it ain't never gonna happen to me, at least in my mind. But so anyway, so I'm probably gonna get that. Probably, I'm gonna get that. I keep on saying probably, and I got to figure out how to get it back here. I'll probably go there, look at it, make the deal with the guy, and then maybe a week later schedule with my wife so that maybe he's off, maybe she can get. It's hard for her to get off time because I don't like buying that kind of stuff. I put it in her name. It's just easier uh, for her to just when I croak, everything's hers anyway, so she don't have to worry about changing anything or any crap. Uh, and some people don't like that. They don't want to give their Thai wives anything or whatever. They think they're gonna eventually stab them. And Brock's still waiting for his wife. How many years, Brock? Have you been waiting for her to take everything you got? um, any updates? Oh, at the house? Are you talking about Tommy J? Had a flight coming through St. Louis. I'm gonna stop and pick up. The guy hardly took me to town. Take any cash. This guy didn't want to take anything from me because he tried for 20 minutes trying to put a patch kit, trying to pull something into it and put using two. I told him, try using two. And he didn't want to take anything. And I said, now here's 100 for you. And his young wife was there. They were young. And I think that's what made him go, okay, this guy's a pretty good guy. And because I asked him after that, do you have any friends around here that have a truck that, could maybe bring it somewhere? He goes, let me go into town, see if I can find a tire. And came back about 20 minutes later with the only tire in that town. And he'd worked on scooters, but he'd worked on big rigs. All the stuff he had next to him were those big, giant, impacts and shit. He worked on scooters before. I said, it's a scooter, man. All those things are the same there, the drive, everything. And he said, well, it might take me a while. Bobby, if he was here, Andrew, I don't know, maybe took him 45 minutes, half hour. Kid did a great job. No idea what kind of tires on it, but I did press it a little bit on the way and felt fine to me. you want to you gonna teach a class? You should do a video on how to do it. Uh, but yeah, a lot of people. I don't carry that green slime. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think it would have sealed this hole up. This hole was big, but I probably should carry it on there because of me. For me to do what this kid did on the side of the road in 100-degree temperatures, if me coming off at 110 kilometers an hour didn't kill me, that would. So I think I pretty much come to the conclusion that unless it's something simple, like on this particular bike that I want to get, throws a chain or something, I can probably fix that. But on flat tires and stuff, to get them up and on a center stand, I mean, that Forza's no easy task just getting it up on the center stand. Luckily, I'm usually with somebody, and maybe that again, maybe that's why my wife's smarter than me, wanting me to, always don't not go off on my own. I hate it when she's right. There it is, 38. It could happen any day. Could happen any day. And if Tim was here, T&W and Udon, he's doing the same thing. He's just waiting, and I think Craig is too. I think Craig's been with his wife quite a while. We kid about it because there's people out there that think every Thai woman on the planet is out to get your money and do this and the. If you met some Thai lady and from the first time you met her, she's had her hand out and wants 10,000 baht every day at 8 a.m. and her mother needs 100 and you married her and took it down the road, man, might be a good chance she's going to take you. If you're halfway intelligent and can read people even in the slightest, uh, um, yeah, I don't think anybody will ever have a problem. Uh, yeah, you know what? On the side of the road, what are you guys talking about? Shoes? Coming back from Ubon, there's a gas station. That's a PTT. It's got an outlet store type thing in there, and to get nighttime pants, which I like to wear, just a deal. It's hard to find them, in my size. I hate to say that, but 38, 40 inch, deals, and found them there, 130 baht, and they're high quality, good stuff. She found big giant towels that have a hard time finding here in Thailand. The big thick ones, they got pretty big towels, but they're like tissue paper. They don't soak up any water. Found them there, and they were reasonable. So every time it seems like we go by there, she bought me 8 pairs of pajamas, I guess you'd call them. What are you saying here? Slime won't fix torn tire. They changed. Yeah, they hate the stuff. Yeah, because it's a pain in the ass. That's why I don't use it. Um, you know, I would use it because if I'm out there and I've just got a puncture or something. Although filling a puncture with a kit, which I have the kit, it's actually pretty simple. It's as easy as putting the freaking slime in. So I would do that. Probably wouldn't be a bad thing to carry just in case. But anything above and beyond that, like I said, man, I'm not like Craig. He's in good shape, and besides trying to cut his fingers off and crap like that, but he likes to do it, which is awesome. I like to do it too, but I like to do it. I want to build a bike inside an area like this with the bike behind me, air conditioned and good lighting, and I can see everything. Wear my glasses and not out in 110 trying to fix something. But That was like what my wife said that made a lot of sense back then when I bought that one 300 from Taiwan or whatever it was. Wasn't a horrible bike or anything or scooter, but no one would work on it, you know. And now, I mean, like even where I was at, if I could have limped it to anything, the town was like 4 kilometers away. It was a little town, and they had 2 Honda dealers there. So there's having a Honda has its advantages, I guess here. Even if you were on something else, although, like I said, well, the newer, I don't know a whole crap load about the newer fuel injection and shit on the Harleys or anything, but I could get by on something carbureted and stuff. I probably should have bought that one bagger that was carbureted, but there's some weird deal here in Thailand that if it isn't a certain Harley, the Harley dealers won't work on your bike. And what the hell that's about, I don't know. But the one gentleman he's got 4 or 5 bikes. He's Sim's teacher, the traditional Thai dance in Bangkok. He was one that told me that. And then when I checked with the guy, it was carbureted, which freaked him out a little bit. It didn't really bother me. I mean, I don't know. I've been dealing with carburetors for a long time, but that and then the thing that it wasn't the right Harley. I mean, it was a Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson made the bike. It was a street glide, but if it wasn't imported right or it didn't go through whatever strokes, and I don't know of what exactly it was, you take it into the dealer and say, no, we're not working on this one. I don't know. Hippie pants, yeah, you bet. Comfortable pants. That and the ones that were the best when I was growing up, even when I was what was thinner, was surgical pants. Man, that was a comfortable option. Mm, I don't know why when I'm clicking on this thing, it's not. They come up, but they're not. They don't go back down. When they come back down, they don't show over there anymore. Yeah, another glitch, but not a bad one. Well, it's been almost an hour, but yeah. So I don't know. You'll drive in if you're interested in that kind of stuff for reasonable prices. They had a bunch of stuff inside the store. Anybody coming back from Ubon, um, and you're on that whatever road it is, talk to my wife. She'll tell you exactly where it's at, and stuff was very reasonable. Yeah, that was the only way to go, man. They were the most comfortable, and when I was riding and on the bike and stuff like that, I mean, they were real thin, and you could put them. They didn't take up much space, I guess. What I'm trying to spit out of my mouth. Let me get a drink here. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. So it's been an hour. Still 12 people here. Thanks for hanging. So I don't know exactly. I'm going to be there on the 8th, probably, depending. Tip, you still here? 9 after the show. Okay. I can actually check it now. I have it, I think. Let me see. I will. I'll look after. I can't. I got it on my. It's weird on the computers. I don't know if you guys have Line on your computer, but I have to actually use my QR code to sign in on my computer. Okay, you're still here. So I got to figure out. I got to get you. I got to get you my number. I don't have. I don't think I have you online, but got to figure out. Somebody think of a way that I can get Tip my phone number. You have any ideas, Tommy? I guess you come on. You just on a telephone? Because what you could do is I could send you the invite, copy, and you can come on. You don't have to turn on your camera or do anything weird. Yeah, I know. I tried to get. I don't know. I don't know if she's if she doesn't have access to email, but we haven't had luck on that. What I could do, try coming in. I won't bring you on yet, and I can after I shut down the stream, I can bring you on and then give you my phone number. Yeah, for some reason we haven't had. I haven't looked. I didn't look today. You haven't sent me an email, have you, Tip? Let me see here. Let me see. Not that I see. Everybody else has. I wonder what the deal on PayPal is. We're making some changes. You can view these changes. I bet you they want to tax more or something. I'll just shut them down. I don't need them anyway. Oh, you missed it. All right, let me put it in here. It's easy. Okay. It's an easy one to remember. Yeah, if you want to do it that way, it's just as easy. I can send it to you. Just send me an email, and then I'll try to figure it out. Because if you got the buses coming there at 11, then I'll still be there. I'll still get there in time. Because I've got to. Actually, you can help me make pizza dough. You can help me make all the stuff for the pizza the next day, uh, which I know that you would anyway. And I know that another person that's coming is gonna help too that night. I'm gonna make, like I said, I think 5, 10, 15, 20 or 25. So I've got to make my little mixer. I can make one bag of I think it's a kilo um, that you buy from Macro. I just use them bread flour. I can make 5 to 6 pizzas depending on what size I'm going to make. I need to make 5, 10, or yeah, 5, 10, either 4 or 5 loads in the in the mixer, and I've got to let it rise, punch it down, cut them into dough balls, put them on a tray, cover them with plastic, and put them in the refrigerator uh, till the next day. But it you have watching my pump flush. Yeah, did you get what kind of water did you get out of it? Did you look at it already? I asked you that I think the other day. I'm can't wait for the video. And I was curious on how much when I put in that solar for them to drill the hole, which was deep. I don't remember exactly how deep. 6 inch. Install the solar pump. Install the 3 panels. Install the controller for it. Turn it on. Get it going. Whatever was 50,000 baht. That was for the solar. I don't know what it would be just to get. I can't remember because I just got a hole punched here. I didn't have them do anything. I put in just a regular pump in the beginning, and actually, it still has a regular pump on it because I went solar on the whole house. But I'm looking forward to find out. Okay, send me something, and I'll send you my phone, and then you can call me later today or something. I don't know if it might be dead. It's this one. It's my little phone. Let me see. Yeah, it's dead. What else is new? Let me see. Let me get a cable. And we plug it in. plug it in here. Come on. Make sure. There we go. And that way, let's make sure this works. Yeah, it's working. So it'll charge up. So it'll be charged up later on. So after you send me the email and I send you the number, by then it should be charged up, and then we'll do it. Because I know Mitch is coming through too, but I don't know when. Oh, there it is. What did he say? Hey, but I just created a line group with you and oh, okay. That connected in. Yeah, because what we're trying to do is everything changed for me. The kids were originally supposed to come to Ubon at uh, uh, 7 o'clock in the morning. We're supposed to pick them up there, go to Macro, pick up all the stuff, and then go out. And I was going to wait for her, which I still will do. But then we found out the oldest daughter, or my wife's half brother and wife, want to come with them, drive the Suzuki, and the three girls, brother and wife, and drive here. The daughter wants to come early tomorrow morning. The brother can't come, so he's going to make his own way to Ubon, and the kids are going to again get on a bus, but they're coming to Surin, if that makes any if you understand that. So the next morning we'll have two vehicles, but we'll have my wife, the three kids, the brother and his wife, and my father-in-law. So I'll have to split them up, and then we'll have to wait because she's not going to be to the bus station in Ubon until 11 o'clock. So, but hey, Johnny, how you doing? I didn't see you there. Let's see, what did I miss? Okay, so I can send it to you on the line group. Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate that. So I don't know when anybody else is coming through, so we'll see. This is the house well at the property, right? I'm gathering. All right, so you're going to drill two wells on the property. You know what I did at the house in Ubon? You'll see it. I took my old well pump, kind of like what you disassembled and are using to sprinkler your water back into the pond. And he took that and piped it over, went down the well, and that sucks directly out of the well. That's my backup. I've got two tanks. The solar pump comes on, fills the tanks, and the then when they're full, it puts the water into the pond. If something happens, I just go over. If that one breaks or whatever goes down, I turn one valve, turn another valve, opens up the one that goes straight down, and that pumps directly into my house. So that way I won't ever, as far as I can see, be without water. But it depends on what you're going to do. But I don't know if you need to. How expensive was it to drill the well? If you don't mind saying, or if you want to wait for E to put it on the channel, go ahead and do that. All right, Mitch. Thanks. Johnny said he could have given you some good info. I stayed in Tarat too. Well, how come you guys stayed there? Do you just like it there, or you didn't want to go to Kochang? Another question. But that's what I ended up doing out there. Here, kind of similar. I've got 4 tanks. I don't need to run The house is on solar, but I have backup. If one pump goes down, I just turn two valves and we're only out of water for 35 seconds or something, which helps. I mean, the more the merrier as far as I'm concerned on punching holes. Back in the day, and they never did it to me, but what they like to do is they in California anyway, all my seemed like my girlfriends and wives and whatever were into horses. So we were always on horse property. And that was always like the prime property. And then after the horses, people would come in with money and buy them and then put their big giant houses and complain about the smell of the horses and all that stuff. And then after they completely run out of all the horse people, they had all these wells there. And then the local whatever government would come in and go, oh, these wells are no good. We need to cap these wells and you need to get city water. Well, they would ever tried that with me. They'd had to cap mine over my dead body. What they usually would tell people is the water's no good. Your water, it'll kill people or something. But anyway, yeah, as many as you could drill. Trying to talk to Andrew and into punching one, but he seems like he's got decent water supply over there. Here in Surin, where we're at in the main area, I've been here 3.5, 4 years now, and we've had 2 dry years, and it happens quite often, according to what my wife told me. That's why when we came here, because we went through one where they were starting to gouge. Once they knew that the water was going to be out for like 2 weeks, there was guys going around with what are they, UCB or whatever, those tanks, those white tanks that they have the metal bars around. What is it, UCB? Somebody will know. Craig will know. But they started gouging a little bit on water. And it was kind of a pain in the ass, man. You don't realize, or I didn't, how dependent you are on, water for showers and flushing the toilet and bum guns. And, so it's something to have. So when I came here, it was a given to automatically. So I've got both now. I've got that and I have the city water. So. Oh, that's right. The one you have already drilled. And that's the one that's going to be what? That's going to be the house wall? That's the one you cut off at whatever height you wanted it. UPVC. Yeah, I liked Rat too. I had a good time when what we ended up doing was we spent the first time we went there when we went to stay at Serenity. We stayed at the in Tarat at a place right on the water. It was a smaller deal than yours. Really nice though. Can't remember the name of it. We stayed there only one night, and then we went in for 7 days. But yeah, you would definitely want to go for a while, I would guess. From earlier in the year, I'll have to look it up because I'm curious. Because I thought that we paid more, and I had to ask my wife because somebody was asking on a comment, an email, or something, and I said, "How much do we pay?" I said, "I thought we paid 50,000 just to have the hole punched," and she said no, that was for everything. So and then she verified it with her uncle, and I looked in my book, and we came to that's what it was. Because in the States, I don't know how it was. Do you have a well at your house, Kenny? Uh, in the one that you sold? What they would do in California anyway, um, is they would punch a hole and they would go. I forget where they stopped, 600 feet or 900 feet, wherever they stopped. They would you get a witcher out there and they do it. What they told you right out of the bat, it's whatever. It's $10 a foot. I don't remember the price. And if we don't hit water, it's $5 a foot, and we start again over again. So they charge you for a dry hole half the price of what they would punch the hole for. So I was surprised how reasonable. The one we had done here, we got even a better price because it was during the pandemic. or epidemic or whatever the hell it is. It was during that. So we got they raised the land for a really good price because no one was working. They punched the hole because no one was working. And they both seem to be pretty good wells. That one out there, you'll see it. I got a 2-inch pipe coming into the pond in direct sunlight in the middle of the day. It just shoots a deal. I'm just going to put it on a timer because otherwise, then fancy controls. If I put it on a timer, that just turn on the solar pump for 3 hours every day. It'll fill those tanks if they're even close to empty overnight, which I can't see happening. It's only going to be my brother that's there. And then when we do go there to vacation or visit or spend a weekend, I can just go on and buy, turn the timer off and do whatever I want. But the water looks good. I mean, we don't drink any of the water there or here, but shower, laundry, all that kind of stuff. The pool, I put it in my pond here and got no problem with it. So we'll see. Drilling can be less expensive option. So shallow well. Yeah, and I know. Didn't you dig your hole, Kenny? And groundwater was up. Excuse me. The groundwater is real high. I know it's high here, and I know it's high in Ubon. So you're coming tomorrow on the 7th, and then you're spending. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's the house well. Okay. What did you put? What kind of pump did you put down it? Submersible, right? Or you got an above ground deal? I like the submersibles. That 3 panels. He wanted to put 3 more panels on it. The panels are expensive, man. Still, and I just didn't see any reason to do it. I mean, that thing just, you got to have some sunlight, but it just cranks. You'll see what I mean if we get sunshine any of the time that you're at the house. You'll see what it produces. And like I said, it was 50,000 for a 6-inch hole, and the stand that's holding the 3 panels, and the control box, and the wiring, and the pump, and everything. So, yeah, not in the U.S. Yeah, I had wells the whole time because, like I said, all the seemed like the women for a while in my life that I was running into were all horsewomen. So the properties that I was having a tendency to buy or whatever live on, they all had wells, and it's just a pain in the ass. They're like one place. I mean, it had two gallons a minute. I mean, it had like nothing. What a pain that was, and had to bring in water anyway. But you get a good well, and one property we hit an artesian well. It was phenomenal, and the water was phenomenal. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Are you coming? I don't know if I asked you. I did invite you, right, to the house blessing on the 9th. Hopefully you can make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, please think about it or just do it. It doesn't cost you anything, and get somebody up. I know. Let's see. So you're going to use that well just for the house, and then you're going to have a separate well that's going to go. You're going to feed the pond and the gardens and whatever you're growing. Is that the deal? I'm saying hi to everybody, but you're more than welcome if you make it out to Ubon. Paul, expat Paul, I should say. There's a couple of Pauls in here. But yeah, so I don't know that it seemed to work pretty good for us with that one, but that one pump that we got, it's a real high wattage deal, and it's like an off brand, but it's a different kind of style that was made on it. But it had a 5-year warranty on it. Came from Taiwazadu. The price was unbelievably reasonable. It wasn't the round ones; it was the square, the short, squatty ones that both of them make. Mitsubishi makes both styles. Hitachi, all of them. But what it was a different style inside there, and the guy said it's guaranteed you can run them dry. You run it dry and no problem. Which I said, okay. 5 meter down now. Submersible. Cool. Yeah, and I want to say that's probably, how deep is that one? I could find out. I probably should know that. Probably should know how deep both my wells are. I know I saw you had written some stuff, or was it in one of the videos that you put it so many 4 meters or something? 4 meters off the bottom or something? But I don't know. Like I said, when they first cracked this one, the water looked awesome. Then I let it sit for a while because it took them a year to build the house per se, and I was getting water from the neighbor back here. In fact, the same pump that I'm using in Ubon as a backup was an above ground that went down the well and sucked it up, a Hitachi, and that's what they used. And then when I went back in here, the water turned brown from iron or whatever, and pumped it for like a week, and ever since, the easiest way to tell it, if you put it in a bottle, it'll look clear. If you let it set, a liter of water bottle, the next day, if it turns brown, you'll know. It'll look clear the first day, and then 1 or 2 days later, the thing will turn brown. And that did that for a while, and now it's like I said, I use it in the pool, and I use it in the pond. We'll see. But I don't know. I like having my own water. It sure is nice. I don't know what happened to anybody here. We would never really know, um, because the thing was, we'd have to. I think it automatically feeds over. I don't know. I don't know if we would know unless the pump went bad. If we were just sucking out of the well or out of the water from the city, but it yeah, and I don't know, man. That's the one you'll see when you come out to the house for the blessing deal. Hopefully, it'll be a sunny day, and it puts out. I don't think it's 750 whatever liter, something or other, and then the 3 panels. I think they're three 500-watt panels. I can't remember, but it's plenty. I mean, for me anyway. But what we used to do, we had the big tanks in California anyway, 5,000 gallons and stuff like that. And what we did was we put a little piece of steel up the side of the tank, and then we put a piece of PVC on there with a string, and then you'd bring it up to the uh, all the way empty. The PVC would be on the top because it's coming down inside the tank on a weight or on a float, and then as that float goes, the it would when it was full, the PVC would be all the way on the bottom. When it was empty, that way at least you could see where the tank was. But I think the tanks, the 1,000, the 1,500 liter tanks, the reasonable ones are right around that I seen, right around 4,000 to 5,000 baht each. All right, Robert, have a good day. Yeah, that's right. You're changing your water tanks out, right? Um, yeah, I've got the Gorilla something or other from Taiwazadu. They're 1,000 each, and I think I got them for under $4,000. I think they were 3,900, 38 on sale. They run sales every once. That's one good thing about having family work at these Global House or Taiwazadu or whatever, is they'll tell you, oh, there's a sale coming up on this, and they did that with everything. That one tile you were looking at, they're going to put that buy one get one, and boy, tell that to my wife, and she'll buy just about any damn thing if she can buy one and get one. Table's about 3 meters. Yeah, mine's raised up pretty high in Ubon too, but I don't know. I like the pond. I'm thinking about the other side of the property, that I don't know, maybe it's 20 feet wide and that whole length of the rye deep, as big as the other side, pretty close, a little bit narrower, not much. It's already dug down. It's at where they planted rice in it, and I'm thinking about having a tractor come over and and dig that out a little bit and make the sides a little higher and make another pond. I think that the water that I've got, I think I can keep them both full. My well is a 54 meter with a pump 4.5. That sounds good, actually. You're pumping it right now as we speak. Paul saying hi to Andrew. Andrew, did you answer me earlier? I think you're spending the night in downtown Ubon and then coming out the morning of the 9th, I think. Just bought my 200 liter. That's a good price. Sounds like a good price to me. Real good price. And I was going to put other bigger ones on there, and I had 1,000, and it was the same ugly green one that I bought when I first one I bought for this house that was on sale, and that's a 1,001. And then I carried a 1,500 liter one out there, so we got 2,500 liters out there. I probably like to get more, but we'll see. Yes, I'll stay in the city. All right, cool. You going to spend the 9th at the hotel down the street, or are you going? Are you leaving that night and going home, or going back to Ubon? Now you still running those, Craig? You still running those through your rock, sand, and charcoal before it goes into the tank, or what are you doing for purification now? I saw the one video. Trying to catch up on Craig's is hard to do sometimes, but well, but I did watch one recently that you were talking about redoing the water deal, but I don't remember if you said you were. Are you going to leave them? I think the reason that you're doing is to get more space in there, right? What are you going to do for filtration? Oh, okay, cool. So we'll have breakfast burritos on Sunday morning before everybody goes back. I'm not going back till the 11th, and then I think I'm going to relax for 3 days. I'm going to go look at that bike probably in the middle of the week. If you want to take a ride, this one, I don't know if you were here when I said this. I'm going to buy this one. It's a 750 Honda Shadow, an older one, chain drive. If you're interested, maybe we'll take a ride and figure out something. You going to use the fiber tank as a filter? I don't know what a fiber tank is. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't understand what a fiber tank is. It's just a regular water tank, right? Made out of fiber or whatever. Gone over my head. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. That's the only thing I don't have here. I don't have anything. I got filtered water for chlorine and stuff for the pond. But other than that, I didn't. I was going to put in those big blue 3-stage deals, and I don't know. No reason. Out in Ubon, I don't see any reason either. Unless I was going to try to drink it. You don't drink it, do you? You drink it? Let's question Uncle Craig today, day to day. So one that looks like settling. Watching the waterfall, very cool. So and it gets me excited when I watch that solar one going. That's not costing me anything to just pump that in there. I think I get excited. I guess the older I get, the smaller things excite me. The settling tank, yeah, the blue ones, yeah. And some of them have automatic back flushes and stuff on the 3-stage with charcoal. A couple other ones to take out chlorine, one to take out all the sediment, one for bacteria. I don't know how long it would last. And for the most part, if I was having problems clogging up my showers or clogging up my washing machine and stuff like that, I would think about some way to filter it to get that sediment or whatever out of it. But I'm not having that problem. I'll have to see an U-Bahn. I haven't been running that one enough to know if it would or not. When I'm thirsty and it's yeah, well that's good. I don't know the stuff you're putting it through. You make your own charcoals too, right? So sponge filled. I helped build the biochar system to drink water from the river about 5 years ago. And oh, really? Very cool. I didn't know that. Sanders a jack of all trades, but so I haven't had to do it. I mean, if I was going to, I'd probably just put a little RO system in the house off a tap off the sink. Um, for the amount that I mean, we spend a lot of money probably on water. I didn't go back and check all the numbers. I'd probably scare myself for the money we spend on buying bottled water. But we'll have to see. I'll have to check it out. I guess I'll have to watch. I'll watch the video. They'll help me watch the video on how you're gonna do it. That's when I went on. I break my own rock and grind moments. I like to see on the working end of a jackhammer. Dump bleach in the well. I can now spun. Yeah, I did that in one of my houses that I had in California, and we used to put bleach in the tank too. We had a 5,000-gallon water tank too to get rid of some of the smell. This one had smell too, and what I found out. Did you have a cap on that? Do you have a cap on that well, Kenny, or has it been open? Because what I found out by putting a cap on the well and pumping a lot of that water out of there, smell went away. Didn't have it anymore. I was getting it from whatever stuff was coming down in. Now I've got a regular cap on there that comes up and goes here anyway. I don't know what they have in U-Bahn. I don't think so. But I had a problem with odor and the brown, and by running that thing for pumping the living crap out of it, it was fine. But it had to have the cap off on it. It would stink. And there's YouTube videos on that too. The reason why. We used to have what? Surface sponge filters on the engine, spilled tanks to catch any oil. Do you have roof vents? No. Well, sidewall vents into the attic that I'm probably going to put a fan in like you would do in the States on a temperature deal and have it come on and suck that out of there. There isn't too much. I just use air conditioning. And the air conditioner seemed to work. The problem I got with U-Bahn is I've got no electric, man. I've got enough power that they're supplying me in U-Bahn to run one air conditioner. We're on two air conditioners. And if you want to go take a shower, no. You want to take a cold shower? No problem. Pump can run. So, and like I said before, if anybody's ever familiar with any kind of electronics, whether it be air conditioning, refrigerators, any kind of sensitive computers, brownouts are like the worst, man. When you're supposed to be getting 220 and you're getting 145, has a tendency to burn out compressors and shit. The only thing that I don't really know about these compressors and everything and all the stuff that I've got are inverters. So they're used to running down in both, um, uh, to running down. So maybe they're not affected as badly as the old style ones. Because I think I told you guys a story about the bakery place that I put meters and stuff on it to verify it and made the power company pay them for all the stuff that they lost. They lost a bunch of compressors. So yeah, I haven't. I have nothing here either. Um, insulated, but not. And the one in Ubon doesn't have the best insulation or anything either. Like I said, man, when you look at that house, when you get there, and you look at that, and this was just a sunk down rice field, and to take it from that to what's there now for 65,000 US dollars, I'm in total amazement. Is it top quality? No, not by any means. Is it perfectly acceptable? You bet. Um, I like it there. It's quiet. You know, I could sit outside. Don't get me wrong, I love my house here and my man cave, but I like having a little bit of property. Oh, oh, excuse me. That was terrible. What was this one's covered? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why. Just so you know what I'm bitching about is on when I click on the chat over here, it puts it up on the screen. And when I click it off, it shows back up. It's not doing that. When I click it off, it's just a blank square on there until I click on another one. Yeah, you might lose all that smell and everything might be gone. Hey Tim, how you doing? Hope you are well. Tim can't make it. We picked up good boo today, and his I guess your sister-in-law, right, is having a house blessing same day. Yeah, it's like I said, it's nothing special. I mean, when I drew it on the napkin, it was just like a the same style is the same as Joe's, which I consider Thai style. Is Joe's anything but Thai style? Anything but Thai style. His is top of the line, even more so than my Serin house. But that style with the high roof in the front and then tapering down to the back, that's what I'm considering Thai style. Hey, Louis, how you doing? All the Tommy Mitch. Thank you very much. My wife will have fun. We got a lot of stuff coming up, so it's gonna be fun. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Um, but that's what I consider the Thai style. I wanted to make it simple, so it's down. This side is 4 meters. The center entry hall is 3 meters, and then the end here is 4. So we got 4 down here, 4 down here, 2 bedrooms. Then it opens up to 4, 5, 6, 7 by 5, I think, for the living area. And down this side, uh, 1 bedroom, 2 baths back to back, our master bedroom, and then apartment across the back. That's 4 meters with a living area and a bathroom and a bedroom. So it was very simple design. The bathrooms were back to back, made it easier. Um, but now I got a bathroom also on the outside. Wait till you see this thing and look at that, and I'm going to say I'll have the total breakdown on it. But that outside deal, which is the way that they built it, that isn't going to go anywhere for 250 million years after I'm gone. The foundations, the steel, the concrete slab, the steel, the structure, and everything they did is awesome. So you got a little over 7 meters deep, 10-meter long, 2 bays, 5 meters each. Next to that, you've got a 4.5 meter by 7.5 meter Thai kitchen, which is huge. The counter runs 7 meters down the one side. On the outside of that, you've got it probably 2 meters by 3 meters, a bathroom attached to the outside of that with its own roof, right? And that, and like I said, that's what I was doing. Let's see. I think it's going to be 225 divided by for $6,500 for 6,500 US dollars. What I just described, the people that are coming to the warning, the first thing I'm going to do is say, what do you think this would cost? Because I'm in total amazement. $6,428.57. And that included a refrigerator. And we did some of the tile. We didn't have to buy that much tile because we had a lot left over, and we pieced it together for the kitchen and for the bathroom. But a toilet, a urinal, a sink, a shower in that toilet. So now it's only tiled up, maybe head height, not all the way to the ceiling like in the house, but perfectly acceptable. Hey Ted, how you doing? Ron saying, yep, Pablo's here. Same with the parking apartment. Yeah, and the house is not going anywhere either. So you'll check it out when you go there. Because I look at it in total awe. Just the concrete. I know just the concrete would be over 6,000 in the U.S. I would say closer to 12,000 just for the concrete. No footings, no posts, no roof, no nothing, just concrete. So I'm in total amazement. You'll have to see it. It's big. I'm saying hi to Ted. Moonwa leaving? Did I miss? I guess I did. Yeah, I like the man cave. Thanks, Pierre. It's pretty cool. It's just I slept here last night. We got home and they're putting in that fancy. I'll do a video on the cabinetry work that we're having done in the bedroom and the kitchen. They haven't gotten that far yet, but the glue and the stuff and everything they're putting the thing together with was too strong for me. So I popped out my couch. In fact, you can see it. I'll give you a bird's eye view. The couch folds down, perfectly comfortable. A blanket, a couple of pillows, and I was totally content. Amazing. That thing was 3,000 baht. So what is that? $90? $90, something like that. We bought the exact same one for Ubon. It's in the bedroom. She gave it to her brother for his apartment, but she since has moved it into our bedroom, and it's there. All right. See you in Ubon, Paul. To go on. I should do that too. Let me see if I can find that. While I'm sitting here and rambling, I'm going to go and see if I can find the. There it is. Let me just say hello. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I did that out there. So we had a place to go maybe once, twice a month, just to get a different surrounding. Will we go there that much? I'd say we'd probably be lucky if we go there once a month. My wife likes it, but maybe we'll go 3-day weekend instead of just one day. One day is ridiculous. I won't do that. We won't go at all if that's what it's going to be. She could we'll leave a half day on Friday and take off Monday, and we'll stay Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and leave early Monday morning or whatever, leave on Monday, and then she go to work on Tuesday. I would do that once a month. I would just as soon go to the ocean, but actually it's relaxing, man. I don't know. I enjoy it. It's nice. And then I'm going to get into the camping thing. I've been really jonesing to do a video on that. There's a campground that's not too far from there. I think after the party and after I go and get that bike I'll probably do a 3 or 4 day trailer trash Thailand video. We'll see. Yeah, a big giant bong. Hey, Internet Monster, how you doing? Change of scenery, always good. Yeah, I don't know. I do. We had a good time there. It was really a lot less stressful on me to go there, leave on Saturday morning, get there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then have to turn around and come back Sunday. And we leave by noon, and not to leave on Sunday, and not to leave on Monday, but to leave on Tuesday. It was a freaking awesome, man. My poor wife was running around like a crazy woman trying to get everybody, the fish and all the meats and everything, because we're trying to buy. I'm a big fanatic on local people, whether it be wherever I lived in the States or here in Thailand. Even building the house, did we get stuff from Global House and from Taiwazadu and stuff like that? Yeah, but a lot of the percentage came from two or three. My uncle is the same way, and he even went as far as, I don't want to give it all to just this one. We'll get block from here, and from here, and we'll get steel from here and from here, and we'll get concrete posts from here and here, and he split it up, which I think, like I said, it's a little bit. It wasn't going to break me, to do that. And it's the same thing with having the party. The lady up the street's going to handle all the booze, the oil, the fish sauce, everything from her little market, soda, and all that. And the meats from the local meat market. She went there on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, Monday, and talked to the people about, we're going to have tilapia, and she wanted them gutted, sliced, ready to fry, um, on on Saturday morning. So they said, okay, we'll deliver them Friday, and blah blah blah. And she had to schedule all that crap. But from the local people, are we still going to get a little bit from Macro? Sure. Did she go yesterday to Macro? Yeah, that was to get pineapple for me to cook pizza for them, crab stick, hot dogs, black olive, what else? Mushrooms, sliced mushroom. I already ordered cheese off of Lasada. So that was the gist of that. But I like to give to the local people. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy and spending money, right? But if you don't, Thailand, as far as I'm concerned, I owe Thailand. My doctors from here, my doctors, two of them, saved my life 10 times when I was in the hospital. Didn't treat me any different than they would have treated a Thai man laying there. The hospital facilities were outstanding for a private hospital in Surin, middle of frickin' Isan. That's why when people ask me about the healthcare and everything here, I can't say anything but good crap. And I've seen the best. When this one was dying, we were at Stanford, which was the best for leukemia in the world, not just the United States. And was it outstanding? It was better than outstanding. Uh, the stuff that they did for my wife was unbelievable. When you get treated in a place, and the same way I felt here in Thailand, um, when they knew that she was gonna die, okay, there was probably 15 total physical therapists, nurses that worked with her, doctors that worked with her, all these people. They came in that day, the day before she passed, and each came in and said goodbye to her. And not goodbye number 19634. It was goodbye, Miss Nona. Goodbye. And it was awesome, awesome. And that's what I feel. The care you can get here in Thailand, and you can even get better here than where Bobby went in Bangkok. I mean, the hospitals in Bangkok are awesome, but this is in a private hospital in the middle of Isan, man. I, I probably would, in 90% of the hospitals I've been in the States, I probably would have died. So if you're questioning coming to Thailand and you're not coming because you think the healthcare system sucks, you're sorely mistaken. Yeah, I sent you. You online right now? You should have got a message on the deal. Let me see if I can see. Mitch. Mitch. All right. Hello. You should be getting these online right now. Okay. Look online right now and see if you can see that. Okay. What did you say? Back to work. All right. Cool. Yeah. I'll see you this weekend. Very cool. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to the videos. If you guys aren't subscribed, uh, these Sam Pitt and Kenny are doing a great job on documenting a build. So by all means, subscribe to their channel and 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 watch their videos. Cool. We'll see you this weekend. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully you. I don't know why you trying to see. Mitch isn't answering either, so I don't know if it's maybe not working or what. Let me push hello again. Yeah, I'm the only one in there, but it says Mitch, Tip, and me. Maybe it's an old. Maybe it's an old um, line that he has here. All right. And let me look just in case you did get through on the email. Yeah, I have you. I'm going to send it to you right now. Yeah, please. Station minivan 10 or 11 before lunch. My number is okay. See, I'm going to send you mine too, just so you have it, if I can remember it. Oh, three. Okay, tell me if you get the email back with it's just a number, and then I don't know why it didn't work online, but we'll be able. Hopefully, we'll be able to talk online too and make sure this is. Eh, battery's still not charging. But anyway, okay. All right, so I have yours. Get back to that. Sorry, everybody. Okay, I have yours, and I sent you mine. Yep. So we should. What I'll do is once this phone charges, I will call you, and then that way we'll verify so that there's no screw ups on there. And I don't think there's going to be any problem. I just got to talk to my wife. The worst case scenario is the kids will have to stay with me if they don't have any room in the car, so they'll wait with me to pick you up. But if we get there, I'm going to say we're going to leave at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're only gonna if you get there at 10 or 11, I'm going to have to wait a couple of hours. So not a big deal. Okay. Wow, it's been almost 2 hours now. I thought it was just an hour. Let's see. All right, cool. All right, I think I'm going to call that good. Let me see if I can. All right, cool. Good. I think Mitch made a line group. Yeah, it did. That was the one I sent it to him. I sent it to both, well, to the line group. I sent it there, and I'm the only one on there. 10:14, 10:21, 10:21, 10:22. Hello, hello, Mitch. Hello. So I don't know if maybe, well, Mitch's should work. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe he has an old line for you, Tip. So we'll see. But either way, we'll make it work. I can hang. If not, not even if not, I'm just thinking of my own brain. But I want to go to Macro with them because I know that there's going to be some stuff for the pizza that I got to go through here to make sure before I go, and then I'll con you into helping me make you and one other person that said they would help make some dough, and well, it's all in a mixer, so it's easy to make the dough. Split it up, maybe cutting up. I want to get some Tupperware deals that'll have the olives in one, the imitation crab in the other, the hot dogs sliced up in one, pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, if I didn't say that, and all the whatever I'm going to use. One big one with cheese in it, so the next day I can pump them out, so I'm not sitting in front of that oven all day. All right, it's been an hour and 56 minutes and 15 seconds. There's still 10 people here. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. I'm going to go over and go to here and find my outro. Okay. And even though it's not going to be 2 hours, that's close enough. Doesn't matter. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Just so everybody knows, the intro and the outro of my live streams was done for me and given to me for free from Richard at Resard Travels. Thank you, Richard. Hope everything's going well for you. If you guys are watching, not too many people watching now, and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. We have fun. Try to keep things on the lighter side most of the time. Although, according to Logan and Jamie of Going Grays, I have to have certain criterias. I have to talk about death at least once. And what else is there? Death and I forget 2 or 3 items to make it a real live stream. But we have fun. We have a good time. 90% of the stuff that we talk about is Thailand. Hopefully we can help people out here and there if it's something we don't know, that I don't know, maybe somebody else knows, visas or whatever. But I'll tell you now, so if you're watching this at a different time, always check with the Thai government on anything that you hear on the internet, whether it be for what you need for this or that, or just verify it. You can get good information. If I tell you, hey, you to do a visa, blah 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 blah, you check it, and then you got good information and go with it. Always check it. Always, always, always. Anyway, so anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. And I will catch you on the next one.